Hello, everybody, again. This is Ken Iverson in Kent, Washington, near Seattle, USA. It's now 5 minutes, 6 minutes after 1 in the morning on Sunday, August 29th, 2010. This is the day, this is the anniversary, the exact anniversary of Katrina in New Orleans. It's also the anniversary of one of my former friends, the death of her husband. She's the first woman I ever dated. She asked me to a dance when we were in the 7th grade here in Kent, Washington. And she's the first girl I ever went out with. And why I'm saying that, you'll find out later on after I tell you about my Armageddon Doomsday post that I made on Facebook. It turns out it was on the morning of the 17th, and they didn't really get into circulation until the 18th. So anyway, I'll tell you more about this woman, my first date, when the time is appropriate. Her name is Joan, and I have something to say to Joan because she follows me, I'm sure, on Facebook. At least she has in the past, and she'll probably be doing this video, this YouTube video. So let me get on to what I call the Doomsday Armageddon scenario. I posted this, and this is how it starts. It said, we must get over the attitude of wanting to win. Much harm comes from. Win the war in Afghanistan. General Petraeus. Live and let live. No winners, no losers, only losers. Dead Americans. Dead Taliban. When will we learn? When will they learn? Worst day of the war yesterday. Where are we going from bad to worst? What is next? A nuclear weapon in a suitcase carried by a suicide bomber? God help us all. War is never a good idea. One idea only. There are better ideas. UN. Shuttle diplomacy, worldwide disarmament conference, lay down weapons, meeting of all living Nobel Peace Prize laureates in the U.S. The time is approaching. We will reach a point of no return. We are going down that road right now. God help us all. I fear for us all. Will a civilization a million years from now, from another galaxy, come to Earth and wonder what happened in the 21st century on planet Earth to extinguish all living things the way we wonder about the dinosaurs? Will they scratch their heads and wonder? We are going down that road now. What if a suicide bomber were to walk into the Federal Building in Seattle, Los Angeles, Phoenix, Dallas, Denver, Chicago, St. Louis, Nashville, Miami, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., New York, Boston, with a suitcase with a nuclear bomb inside? What if all of them walked in on the same day and all of them died for their cause on that day? What if a suicide bomber on that same day walked into a building in Bangkok, in Bombay, in Jakarta, in Mexico City, in Montreal, in London, in Madrid, in Paris, in Rome, in Beirut, intent on dying for his or her cause? Or Moscow, or Beijing, or you name a city. God help us all. What if the day were tomorrow, or today? How would you sleep tonight, knowing tomorrow life on Earth as we know it would end? It took 19 committed terrorists on 9/11 to bring down the Twin Towers. What might they be up to next? Think about it. 19 terrorists living in America. Timothy McVeigh was one man, and look what he did in Oklahoma City. Those visitors from another galaxy a million years from now will surely scratch their heads and wonder what happened on planet Earth on that day in the 21st century. You pick a day. You pick a time. How about tomorrow at noon? How about 9:30 a.m. on 9/11/2010? Set your watches and look out. They did it once. Can they do it again? Would you bet against it? God help us all. I like living and wish they hadn't done what they did, but they did. That's what I call the Doomsday scenario, the Armageddon scenario. That's only one. There'll be another one, which I'll do tomorrow, about nuclear war on the national level. We'll do that tomorrow, but or later today on Sunday. I'm going to go to bed after this one. Let me tell you what happened after I posted that Doomsday scenario on Facebook. I received this email from a Muslim named Muhammad Ishfaq Butt, ISHFAQ Butt, BHAT, Muhammad, M-O, Muhammad. Before commenting on Taliban, it is important for you to go through the comments of the lady journalist of Britain, which was in Taliban's custody, and you should also go through the videos of Sheikh Khalid Yassin on Taliban. This is the message I received when I got home. It was that Sunday evening. It was either the 17th or 18th, I'm not sure now. I got that message from Muhammad Ishfaq Butt, and he wanted me to look up, and it turns out this video, it took me a week to find it. I'm not the brightest bulb on the planet, as it turns out, when it comes to locating links on the internet. I finally had a Muslim friend of mine who I befriended. He sent me the link, and I looked at the Yvonne Ridley video. Yvonne, Y-V-O-N-N-E, Ridley, R-I-D-L-E-Y. And she's a British journalist she was a Christian. I think I have this right. She was a Christian, and she was captured by the Taliban in Afghanistan. And she thought they were going to kill her. She was prepared to die. And as it turns out, they were very kind to her. They were very generous. And the joke is that they cured her high blood pressure. They had a doctor come in and check her blood pressure, and it was down as low as it had been. And so the Taliban, I believe I have this right, the story goes that the Taliban made up a fake newspaper or a magazine cover saying that the Taliban had cured Yvonne Ridley's high blood pressure. And this is something that they were joking, of course, but they weren't, because it did go down. And then there was a mullah or somebody, a Muslim who had nur. He had nur. And nur is that quality that you see in holy men of any faith. That glowing sort of feeling, or that glowing look. Christ in a lot of pictures has the sort of glow, almost the halo around him. That's called nur in Islam. And this mullah had nur. He was dressed very well. He didn't speak English. He talked to a translator. And Yvonne Ridley got to appreciate this mullah. And she, I believe she converted. And she is now Muslim. And she has a different view of the Taliban than I think most Americans have. And I'm having a difficult time right now reconciling my view of the Taliban, which was similar to Yvonne Ridley's, after I saw this link of the Yvonne Ridley video. And I since there have been two things that have come up that have caused me to wonder if the Taliban is all that wonderful. One of them is Bibi. She is the young woman, the young Afghani woman who had her ears cut off and her nose cut off by her Taliban husband at the behest of a Taliban leader. And she was on the front page of, let me see, let me just check it. Hold on, let me check. It's on the front page of Time magazine. Let's see. This is Inside Joe Klein on the challenge in Pakistan. What happens if we leave Afghanistan? It says Aisha, she's known as Bibi, 18, had her nose and ears cut off last year on orders from the Taliban because she fled abusive in-laws. They have shelters in the United States for women like that, and she would be protected. But the Taliban cut off her nose. I'm looking at it right now. Let me show you. Let me show you. Can you see that? Can you see that? Did you see what she looks like? She is now in Sherman Oaks, California. And she's being, for the next year, she'll have reconstructive surgery on her nose and on her ears. When I heard about this, I don't know how I felt. I couldn't reconcile this Yvonne Ridley view of the Taliban with what this Taliban husband did. His brother held Bibi, that's her name, Bibi, down while he cut off the nose and the ears of Bibi. And you just saw the picture. I just held it up to the video here, and this is very disturbing to me. The second thing that happened, and this happened just recently, that's the murder of the medical personnel, 6 Americans, and I believe 1 British, and I don't recall where the other ones were from, but they were killed in northern Afghanistan in the hills in this remote area. They had been, I believe, for 2 weeks in their medical mission. There was a dentist who had devoted his life to helping people in Afghanistan, and they did nothing but good. And the Taliban is reportedly the Taliban. Some people think that it may have been just common robbers, but whoever did it, you know, they're I don't know how they sleep at night. I don't know how this Taliban husband sleeps at night, unless their values are so different than mine, or ours, I would say, for most people who are probably watching this now, so different than ours that I don't understand. I cannot reconcile these 3 things: the Yvonne Ridley tape, our video, and the Bibi and the medical workers who were murdered in northern Afghanistan. And I'm looking for an explanation. I've got it out amongst my Muslim friends. Like I said, I didn't know one Muslim friend, one Muslim person prior to July 18th, 2010, a month and a half ago. And now I have approximately 2,000 emails that are unopened, unanswered in my email inbox. And most of them are from Muslims all over the world. And every day, it's not that I'm not attending to my email, but I just can't keep up with it because Muslims all over the world are wanting to befriend me. And this is since July 18th of 2010. And I feel honored. I am now on the Dr. Zakir Naik, N-A-I-K. Zakir is his first name. Z-A-K-I-R. Dr. Zakir Naik is the president and CEO of the Islamic Research Foundation of Mumbai, India. They're a peace organization, like Peace Day. I'm the president and CEO of Peace Day. And I am honored to be, I applied to be on the board of directors of the Islamic Research Foundation. And I was accepted. My selling point was Peace Day, President and CEO, and also English is my first language. And I don't think that there are many people in the Islamic world whose first language is English unless they were born in this country. The one that Mohammed Ishfaq Bak wanted me to contact was named Sheikh Khalid Yassin, or Yassini is another way I've heard it